The workshop, The Art of Noise, is an introduction class to sound making, to music making, and to generally just making noise and having fun. We start with a concept called Foley art, which is generally done in studios to create all the slaps and punches and rain sounds and sound effects that people may not necessarily consider music. The first thing I do is have the kids play a piece called Rain Song or Rainstorm. The piece doesn't have a meter, it doesn't have a structure other than that. They literally just have to follow me and do exactly as I do. It's all body percussion, and the idea is to emulate the sound of a rainstorm, though I don't tell them that initially. So it starts like this, just with some wind. And then we have some light rain. And then heavier rain. And then thunder and lightning. And then the rain starts to come out. And then just wind. So that's the first piece. I don't tell them that it's called Rainstorm initially. I just prompt them that I live in New York City. It's a lot of steel. It's a lot of concrete. And when I get to come up to upstate New York, to the Adirondack Park, I get to see all these trees and all this green or all this white, depending on what time of year it is. Generally just talking about sounds in nature, and that's the only prompt I give them. And then I sort of make them say, okay, well, when you did this, what was this sound? Okay, when you did this, what is this sound? What does that remind you of? I find this not only is a lot of fun to do, but it sort of helps younger kids tie the ideas that noise making and music making can be metaphors. Things can represent other things, and it sort of opens their minds up a little bit and gets them ready for the rest of the workshop. From there, we do a bunch of other really fun stuff. My favorite part is that we finish with a piece of Foley art where we take the book Where the Wild Things Are and add sound effects. So there's no soundtrack to it per se, but when the wild things roar, or they gnash their teeth, or when the Max sails away in a sailboat, those all have very specific sounds and specific percussion instruments that go along with them. So the course on the whole is just designed to mostly for K through 5, although I've done it with older kids, and it sort of opens them up to the idea of sound making.